Hi friends, Chai here. Now today's video is obviously going to be a little bit of a different one. While this YouTube channel usually is a place for my art and animations, this is going to be a video of me making one of my crochet critters. Now this particular project is actually a custom, so I will be turning the OC you see here into a crochet doll. Now I did not draw this reference sheet and do not own the character, so all the credit for that is in the description below. From start to finish, this whole project took me a little over 3 hours, and I've recorded most of the process and sped it up so that you guys can see a little bit of my process. I hope you enjoy! Once I've translated the design that I need to make over to my pattern and chosen all the colors, it's time for me to crochet. Most of the time I take on each project is spent crocheting each of the pieces, such as the head and body piece, and limbs, and a tail, or anything else that the character may require. Right here I'm starting with the head and body piece, which is the biggest. I'm crocheting in the round, so you'll notice that instead of making a flat piece of fabric, I'm already making a bit of a spherical shape. Once I get to about the neck area, it's about to narrow a little bit. So I'm going to add the eyes now because it'll be hard to do so later once the rest of the body is finished. I poke both in first to make sure I like the placement, and then I add the washers on the back. These keep the eyes very sturdy. Because of the narrowing of the neck, I'm also going to stuff the head now, and you'll notice that I'm stuffing it with yarn scraps, and there are a few different reasons why I like to do this rather than using polyfill or anything else. Now, these scraps are too short to crochet or weave into anything else, so I stuff my critters with them so I don't have to throw them away. I've used polyfill as well in the past, but I actually prefer the texture and weight that stuffing with yarn scraps gives to these critters. The only disadvantage to stuffing with yarn scraps that I consistently run into is seeing the different colors of the yarn you use to stuff through the holes in the crochet fabric. So how I remedy this is I actually use a crochet hook that is a size or two smaller than the standard one for whatever weight of yarn I'm using. This is a way to get tighter stitches without putting too much tension in your wrist as you're crocheting. And just to be sure, I tend to stuff things with similar or the same colors as the yarn that I used for the body. And as far as making all of the pieces goes, it's pretty straightforward from here. I'm going to speed up the process of me making the rest of the pieces, and I'll see you when it's time to sew. Hello, I just wanted to pop in to explain what I'm doing with the tail here. You'll notice that I have bent and wrapped up a pipe cleaner. This is to create a posable tail. Now the reason I bend and wrap them is because I don't want the sharp ends on the pipe cleaner tearing at any of the yarn or poking out of the holes in the crochet fabric. so I wrap them up just enough that that will not be an issue. And with that, I've got all the pieces I need. You'll notice that I did the facial features such as the ears, hair, and muzzle off camera, and I mostly chose to do that because those things are hard and I did not want to record. Off camera, I also made a pair for each limb, and now we can get started sewing them on. I also just wanted to mention, since I get this question a lot, that I do make my own crochet patterns. So I have them scribbled out on little sticky notes, but if you guys would be interested in seeing them typed up in a nice format for you to use yourself, let me know and I can put those together. If you're interested in seeing any crochet tutorials, or even just more videos like this one, do let me know. I'd be happy to make more. Hooray! Now we've got all our pieces sewn on and we have ourselves a critter. You'll notice that they don't quite look finished yet, so now I'm going to start on their accessories, beginning with the collar, which is just a single crochet chain. You'll notice that this character also does not have their nose yet, and that's because I figured I would embroider it on when I was sewing on the collar because it was the same color. And that's what I'm doing here. This is actually one of my favorite parts. I think it's really satisfying to watch. Now for the rest of this video, you're going to see me doing my best to put together this character's earrings with a pair of pliers and some gold wire. This was pretty challenging at first, but some trial and error got me where I wanted to be at the end. And here are some photos of the final product. I'm really happy that I recorded this one because I really like how it turned out. If you're interested in getting a crochet critter of your own, whether it be a custom of your own character or pet, or one of the pre-mades that I already have available on my shop, there's a link in the description below. I love making YouTube videos, but this crochet business is actually what puts food on my table, so I want to thank everyone for all the support it's gotten so far. Now, for the rest of the video, just enjoy some photos of some crochet work I've done in the past, and have a great day. Bye!